So over the past several weeks, hopefully you've been inspired to stop peeling your onion, jam your triggers, and drop your masks. We encourage you to stop peeling your onion so that your hurts and your pains don't control your emotions. Because if they control your emotions, then every time you're in a stressful situation, your brain will locate the negative emotions instead of the positives. You'll squeeze the trigger and you'll spray negative over everyone. And if you're not peeling your onion and if you're focused on positive things, you won't need to protect your layers by wearing masks. So we have one more thing we want you to do, which we think is crazy, and that is download your filters. Now, filters have two purposes. One of the purpose of a filter is to reduce things you don't want. For example, a dirty air filter. An air conditioner in your home has an air filter so that all the junk that's in the air can be caught and the clean air can be circulated throughout your house. Another purpose of a filter is to enhance what you do want. We're all familiar with these kinds of filters. Snapchat, Instagram, Photoshop, they all have them. And you use them to take a picture and you want to enhance the aspects of the picture, thus the filter. For example, I take a picture of myself. See, I want this filter, but then I changed my mind and I didn't like it. So now I'm trying a different one to enhance my picture. So whether you are using filters to reduce what you don't want to enhance or what you do want, emotional filters can be an important part of our life. Here's 3 filters you need to download to reduce things we don't want in our life. 1, the first filter is the negativity filter. Whether it's friends, social media, we have to reduce the amount of negativity that comes into our life. There's an old saying, garbage in, garbage out, but it's really true. Whatever you are putting in your life, this is what is going to come out. The more access you give to negative influencers, the more negative your life is going to be. I personally know what it's like to be around negative people. Every day I would hang out with them, and every day I would have a negative outlook on life. Nobody wants to hang out with someone that's negative all the time. 2, the second filter we need to download is the stress filter. Although the cause of stress may be different for each and every one of us, and we handle it differently, stress is not healthy. A stress filter will help you identify what's causing your stress. For me, it's procrastination. I remember when I was a sophomore, we had this really big project due, and it was just like half of our grade. And I figured, oh, it's fine, it'd be good. I have a week to do it. But I waited till the night before to do this project. And it wasn't good. I got a D on the project, and it dropped my grade down a lot. And I was just stressed the whole entire night. I was trying to do it, and I promised myself after I got that bad grade that I wouldn't ever procrastinate again, because it's just too much stress. The third filter we need to download to reduce what we don't want is the clutter filter. Clutter is all the stuff that you have in your life that keeps you from being productive. A messy room, an unorganized backpack, 400 channels when you only watch 3, and Snapchatting with people you don't even like just because you're bored. Clutter takes energy, and it keeps us from being focused on things that really matter to us. A big clutter in my life is shoes. I love shoes so much, but I only wear about 5. So basically in my room, there's just a big clutter of shoes, and it stresses me out every time I look at it, because I think that I could use something else with that space instead of shoes. Now let's talk about the filter, and that can enhance what we do want. The first enhancing filter is our attractive filter. This filter helps us be a person who's nice, who says kind words to people, who's a good listener, who encourages other people. The attractiveness filter works out really well with a negativity filter. You really have to download both of them. I'm a pretty nice person, or at least that's what people tell me, and I make other people happy when they're sad just by talking to them and listening. I would have never been that way if it weren't for my friends, because some of my friends inspired me to be just a really good person, because when I was really negative in my life, they were always a good positive influence, and they would always talk to me and just be a good listener, and they were just a great example of an attractiveness filter. Your negative filter reduces all the negative, and your attractiveness filter enhances all the positive. The second enhancing filter is the focus filter. While you're using the filter to reduce stress, you can also use the focus filter to enable you to do the things that are meaningful. When stress isn't filtered out, then it distracts us from the things that matter to us. So focus on the things that matter to you and do those things. I mentioned that a lot of my stress is caused because I procrastinate. I procrastinate about things I don't want to do. So one of the things I've been trying to do is when I have things that I don't want to do, I do them first and get them over with. Then I'm free to focus on the things I want to. Stress blurs out your vision, so you need to download the focus filter so you can enhance your vision. Well, we talked about downloading the clutter filter to reduce the unnecessary stuff in our lives. Once the clutter filter starts reducing all the stuff we don't need, you can download the third enhancing filter, which is a refresh filter. This filter allows you to spend your time not wandering through the clutter, but doing things that refresh you, like spending time with a pet, hiking, listening to music, reading books, drawing, exercise, watching a movie, visiting with friends, and the many other things you do to relax. Because you can't really relax when your mom is yelling at you to clean your room. So do something crazy this week and download your filters.